To talk about iBuyer, the first question always came as what is an iBuyer, and then followed by how does they operate, who are they targeting. In this case, understanding the definition of iBuyer is pretty straightforward. An iBuyer is generally a company who uses Fintech to make an offer on its customers' homes as soon as possible. iBuyer, speaking industry-wise, represents a tremendous shift in the preference of how people tend to buy, sell, or rent a house. It is way more convenient than the traditional way of real estate selling and usually even has a wider range of resources available for picking. For operating, it indeed varies between different companies within the same industry. However, there's always the same underlying idea to go with that. After you accepted an iBuyer evaluated offer of your house, they will take away all those burdens of owning, marketing, and reselling one's house. Therefore, the house owner or buyer will no longer need to deal with any of those frustrations, including repairing cars, selling fees, double moving, double mortgage, time and sanity consuming, etc. The core technology applied in this valuation process is called AVM, Automatic Valuation Model. This is generally a software providing service that uses mathematical modeling along with database containing a large number of real-world estates and properties to calculate the value of one certain real estate that is put on sale.
Let's talk about iBuyers in the US market. Generally, iBuyers isn't yet available in all cities of the US. Regionally, it's from the south of the U.S., Arizona, Texas. There are 3 iBuyers companies launched in the Phoenix. They are Opendoor, OfferBuy, and OfferDepot. Next is the different model of iBuyers. There are 2 types, hard and soft. Hard means company buy the house and pay full amount in cash, and then company repair the house, release it on the market, sell it. It's very simple process. For the soft, means company usually don't buy the house. They are kind of the bridge loan. Customers don't need to move out from the current house. Instead, the company buy the future house for the customers. Then the customers can move into the new house, have the money to buy the new house. Next is the pioneer company in the industry. Opendoor was the first company started to do this business since 2013. They have more business and operating in more cities than other companies. At the early stage of the company, they had raised more than 1 billion capital. They have business in 20 cities. Knock is a pioneer of the soft type of iBuyers. Knock doesn't buy the company's current home, but instead of they are buying the next home. It's an excellent choice for buyers who cannot get a loan for the next home without first selling the home they are currently living. The CEO of the Knock forecasts that about 50% of the home sales will use iBuyers until 2029.
Now I'm going to introduce 2 Chinese companies about the iBuyers. First, Lianjia. Lianjia has been established since 2001 and continuously grew becoming one of the biggest real estate agents. Lianjia has reported revenue for 4 billion Chinese yuan and a net income is 0.4 billion in 2015. Then someone might ask me, how come you introduce us the agent company while you are making the iBuyer presentations? And due to the political issue, Lianjia Corp decreased their sales for 51% in Beijing. Then Lianjia has transformed from an agent to an iBuyer company named Shell. Shell is a startup iBuyer in China. They mainly give customers all sorts of information about the first and second hand of horse and apartment. Shell is also leading Chinese customers to buy horses in foreign countries such as US, British, and Australia. In the foreseeable future, Shell is going to dig deeper into the Chinese market and enhance their notability of the brand. Another company, Vanke, is also one of the biggest real estate company in China. And at the beginning year of 2020, because of the outbreaking of coronavirus in China recent days, people are too afraid to go out to meet people and to see those real estate stuffs. Vank then has made a very smart choice. They launched a website called Vank Online Home, which simulating the real people standing on the apartment and view the whole apartment and stand at the balcony to see the size of the apartment. I believe this will leave a very deep impression of the users and the customers who have ever entered those websites. And in the future, Vank has decided to put 360-degree view of the whole apartment and simulate the websites more user-friendly. Just make the user felt more comfortable and attachable with those materials and the pictures. I think Vank is eventually gonna thrive.
According to the India Brand Equity Foundation (IBEF), the Indian real estate market is pegged to touch 180 billion by 2020. According to the study, 35% of the population is in the young bracket, which is 15 to 35 years, which is essentially the driving force of the online real estate industry in India. Backed by Citigroup and SoftBank, Singapore-based Elara Technologies merged Housing.com, PropTiger, and Makaan.com, which today together are growing at a rate of more than 60% year-on-year. As posted by the Elara Technologies in its media release, Housing.com, a major player in the online real estate market of India, more than doubled its revenue in the fiscal year 2019, with 100% growth in revenue and 75% growth in traffic, having over 6,000 brokers and operations in 40 major cities of the country. Makaan.com, on the other hand, boasts a total of 900,000 properties listed across the country on the platform, with a wide lead in the non-metro cities, the main clientele. The portal has witnessed a 300% growth in revenue last year with the help of the overall growth in the Indian real estate market and the digitalization drive in India, especially in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. This, I believe, is the biggest and the smartest bet to gain the competitive advantage in the country by having advantage in both major as well as Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Additionally, Elara Technologies, although being present in the home rental markets through listings on these platforms, acquired FastFox in 2019 to expand their services and provide an end-to-end on-ground assistance to both landlords and tenants in collaboration with other brokers, exposing them to another $3 billion market of online to offline home rental space, which essentially, as per the group CEO, is an attempt to become the market leaders in the iBuyer space as a wholesome service provider in each segment of market.
To sum up, globally, customers have grown into a state where they are highly adapted to immediate gratification in a world of immediate service. Just like what Amazon Prime Today delivery has changed the mindset of its customers, the current consumers no longer keep the patience for those old-school time-consuming processes where both the buyer and the seller should pay attention to almost all the steps before finishing their transaction. It is a fact that the consumers will still value customized individual service and consumer experience which can be provided by traditional housing agents. This indicates that those real estate agents like Keller Williams won't instantly exit the market as they are aware of their competitive advantage and disadvantages. It's possible that they will emerge into a more customer-centric business model and compete with iBuyers in a different way. However, as was mentioned above, along with solid statistics and estimations, the rapid growth of iBuyers in terms of real estate trading market share is overwhelming. Surveys have shown that 76% of U.S. consumers are willing to try using iBuyer for their next real estate transaction, whereas 60% of those have already made at least one attempt. This definitely follows the overall trend of the technology revolution. Back in 1997, the first internet users were always warned that there is no good to talk to strangers online. It's much less about even buying something small like groceries through the internet or entering a car owned by someone you don't know. But now we can even buy something online as big as a house.